Talk Radio, 610 WIOD presents The Neil Rogers Show. To get in touch and talk with Neil, dial 751-WIOD from Dave. In Broward, it's 524-WIOD. Outside the 305 area code, toll free, 1-800-944-WIOD. And BellSouth Mobility customers make a free call by dialing star IOD. The opinions expressed by the guests, hosts, or callers are not necessarily those of this station. Now, here's Neil Rogers on News Talk Radio, 610 WIOD.
Yes.
Yes,
Neil?
sir. Yes.
I wanted to talk to you about bridges,
About what?
cars, and boats that you talked about earlier.
About what?
Bridges, cars, and boats.
No, we're talking about bridges over the causeway, not the ones in your mouth.
I don't have any, my friend.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah.
Calm down,
Over
sir. Take a
causeway,
deep
fine and
breath.
dandy. Those are regulated by the United Corps of Engineers. You knew that, didn't you?
No.
Well, it is. All bridges over navigable waterways
See, if
are
I
regulated
knew
by
that, I wouldn't have been asking, see?
What's that?
I said if I knew the answer to the question, I wouldn't have asked it in the first place.
Okay, well, all I'm saying, sir, is that the United States Corps of Engineers are the ones that regulate bridges over navigable waterways.
Over what?
Navigable waterways.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So it's up to them to decide what time
Yeah.
the bridges should not be open to the marine traffic.
Yes? And what time should they not be open to marine traffic, sir?
I'm telling you that they come up with the times.
Well, what is the time?
I believe it's at rush hour times, sir, that they are not open to marine traffic. Other than that, they are open to marine traffic.
So, in other words, any schlep with a boat can come along and back up traffic for
That
2
is
miles.
absolutely correct, sir.
Well, what kind of a communist bunch of crap is
That
that?
is not a communist bunch of crap, sir.
Sounds like
You
some
have-
kind of
wait,
Neanderthal
hold a minute,
fascist
sir.
Tommy Pinko
You've got
conspiracy
5,000
to me.
automobiles to one boat.
Right, exactly.
So the boat is going to stop for 5,000 cars? Is that it?
No, I think that 50,000 cars ought to stop for one jackass in his boat. I think that's what they ought to do.
Man, you better know your laws, mister, because you sure don't.
That's
I
right.
suppose you want the damn bridges closed to boat traffic in a hurricane, too.
I want the bridges closed, period, okay? I want them closed. I want the bridge tender to go home and watch MTV and get the hell out of our lives.
In other words, you
I
don't
want
like
those
the boat,
bridges
do you?
closed. Let them use the Julia Tuttle, okay?
You don't
Let them
like-
use
you
the
don't- you
MacArthur
don't like the
Causeway.
boat, do you?
I think they ought to go on the George Washington Bridge and jump, all the bridge tenders. How do you like that, sir?
Well, I don't know about you, but you sound like some stupid, idiotic jerk.
Okay, 1208. At WIOD, we have an open line on the Star Line, and my insurance friend and compatriot Larry Mervis called during the news break on that line, and he was all the way up by Yahoo Junction and said that SUN was coming in loud and just barreling in there, just like a gigantic octopus grabbing its radio tentacles around everybody's ears and rears. And he also was able to call in from up there on the Star Line, BellSouth Mobility. How do you like that? So it is up there and like all around the place, and you folks who just haven't discovered it yet. Altamont Springs.
Good afternoon, Neil. Welcome
Yes,
to
sir.
Orlando.
We're in Orlando. Man, this is so exciting. I'm just ready to have like an emotional accident.
Long-time caller, first-time listener.
Great.
I've been over to Lutz before. Not much there. It's
You
kind
bent, wait a minute, you bent over in Lutz? I wouldn't bend over there, sir.
Yeah, I got back up real quick, though.
Ooh, don't drop the soap.
No. I had some good chicken wings there, though.
Really?
Yeah, crazy wings. Real
Hey,
good
I
chicken.
bet you there's some neat people in Lutz, and I'm going to put out the Lutz Challenge in the days to come to hear from some really living and breathing people who aren't obsessed with their nose-picking music to the point of absolute hysteria like that one guy.
And then some. Lutz
Right.
is kind of like an Indian town, and Lantana, Clewiston, all put
All wrapped up in one big ball of mud.
one big schmuck, yeah.
Yeah,
Listen, have you ever been down
one
to...
big schmata.
I'm Irish, so I don't know.
Okay.
South of Key Largo is a bar called Woody's. Have you ever been?
We can't say Woody on the air here anymore.
Okay, but have you been to there?
No.
Do yourself a favor and go. There's a group called Big Dick and the Extenders. Not to plug it, but I've been there a couple of times. I think you might enjoy it.
Great.
It's good rock and roll and good comedy. Kind
Oh,
of
don't. Now listen, can I just make a suggestion?
Sure.
When you're in Lutz and you go in like in the little soda shop or whatever it is there, don't play that on the jukebox, okay?
Don't play that?
Don't play Big Dick and the Extenders on the in Lutz. I mean, just a suggestion. I mean, it's a free country, at least in certain parts, but don't do it.
You might make some friends.
Well, it's possible.
Some friends in low places also.
Right. Well, I hear the sheep are friendly there anyway.
Very much so.
That's what that guy said.
I'm from South Florida, Boca Raton originally, and very happy to hear you're up here.
Well, spread the word for us, sir.
I sure will.
When in doubt, spread it out.
Have a good one.
And you too.
Bye-bye.
Boy, this has been in just 3 days. Can you imagine what's going to happen in about a month? We're going to have like 75,000 phone lines. We're going to have like phone lines from hell, from Yahoo Junction to Yamama. Is that it? No, what is it again? Waimama. Waimama, not to be confused with Yamama. And every place in between. It's almost more than I can take. Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, hey, Neil.
Yeah.
Did you read in the paper here about sheriff's opponent quits? Al Goldstein?
Al Goldstein has dropped the soap. He said, no more for me.
Well, that's it. I'm not buying no more Screw magazines for the late nights.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
And, so you've been up to Pompano,
You know what happened to Al Goldstein? You remember years ago he made that very, very bad porno movie with, who's that real old dyke that was
Gloria Leonard.
Gloria Leonard. Remember that?
No, I haven't.
Well, you're lucky if you never saw that, because I mean he makes a Ron Jeremy look hairless. I mean Al is like a human furball. He is. He's got hair in places where it's illegal in Broward. And ever since
you've been up to Pompano.
Yes, sir.
Making any money or no?
We're holding our own, if you know what I mean.
That Kelly Shepard, not.
Right. Kelly Shepard has put on a display this summer that I wouldn't wish on the entire Nazi army. Okay. He made a drive on a horse around Revenue Neutral on Saturday night that was so bad that even Donald Brainerd was chuckling in the paddock. How do you like that?
Well, when he goes upstairs early to bed, what can you say, you know?
What can I tell you, sir?
But, yeah, one more thing. John at G&G, can you check to see if it's blowing yet?
Okay.
That's the air conditioning.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a great life. Kelly Shepard has put on a display that even Luke Varnum is embarrassed by. But hey, it's only a race. We have an open line on, no we don't. They're just smoking, man. They are smoking. They're smoking the carpeting all over the state, except in Bradenton where they can't get it lit because they're all underwater. Just dry off over there, relax, have a nice life, and let's face it, what is there to lose in Bradenton anyway? What a Manatee County. Oh, God. 12 minutes after noon on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
This fall, join us for another exciting season of Dolphins and Hurricanes football action right here on South Florida's sports station.
WIOD.
He was his ward, not his pedophile.
If you're a heavy metal rock star, you know that jockeyage can turn onstage ecstasy into agony. That's why you should use Motley Crue X, because you don't have time for the unsightly and uncomfortable itching that goes along with wearing tight black leather pants. Motley Crue X.
I can't get ready to rock, can't get ready for sex, until I spray on my Motley Crue X.
Motley Crue X. Blocks jock rot so you can rock nonstop. Look for free backstage pass with every purchase. Offer valid for nubile 14-year-olds only.
12:17 at WIOD on a wet Wednesday, man. That's one of those good cliches. It's a wet Wednesday. It's hump day. We over the hump yet? Oh, God. Now, what is, wait a minute. I screwed up big time. What is Lady Lake?
Lady Lake?
Yeah.
Hello?
Is that like a person or a place?
No, it's a place.
Are you Lady Lake?
No, I'm from Lady Lake. I'm from Miami originally. I was there, born and
You don't
raised
sound like
there.
Lady Lake.
Excuse me?
You don't sound like Lady Lake.
No, I shouldn't have an accent. I'm from Miami. I just moved up here a few years ago,
and where is Lady Lake exactly? I mean, like specifically, so we can like pinpoint it right on our thing.
Sure, it's in between Orlando and Crystal River.
Well, wait a minute. What the hell is Crystal River?
You don't know where Crystal River is? Home of the manatees?
No. Home of the manatees?
The manatees, yes.
Come on now, you're yanking it.
No, I'm serious.
Wait, all right, is Crystal River like north, south, west,
east?
It's
on the Gulf. It's where the nuclear power plant is.
Well, wait a minute. When you say between Orlando and the Gulf, Orlando is like in the middle of the state.
Exactly. I'm 50 miles from Orlando and 50 miles from Crystal River.
So you're like right smack dab in the middle of it.
Exactly.
All right.
The nuclear power plant, Crystal River.
Great.
Great.
So in other words, you just stick your head out the window and you get like radiated. You get like
well, no. I'm a ways. I'm 50 miles from there, so it'd have to really have a big meltdown before.
Wind's got to be blowing in the right direction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Listen, Neil, I heard you talking about Frank Lasco earlier.
Right.
He does a morning show up here on Cool 105.9.
He does the show, or he's the news guy?
He's a news guy.
Right.
Yes.
He's a great news guy. He's a good friend of mine. He's been up there for a while now.
Right.
Now, does he know that I'm on SUN? Because I got to call him.
I was going to call him tomorrow, and
what do you mean tomorrow? Oh, you mean tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning, yes.
Yeah.
Would you like me to, give him a little message from you?
Of course. Tell him to call us immediately, if not sooner, so we can find out what's going on up there.
Well, I sure will. I'll give him the number and tell him to call.
That's a damn good station he's on, by the way.
Oh, it is. I listen to it, especially on the weekends. They have
Cool 105.9. It's sure better than any oldie station we got over here. I'll guarantee you that. Oh, man.
Oh, is Waxy? I haven't listened to Waxy in years.
Although I will say this, Waxy is butched up a little bit. They're playing better music. I hate to admit it, but they're doing a little better.
Well, my friend has been, from Sweetwater, has been sending me clips from you, from your show.
Well, now you don't need any more clips.
Now I don't need it anymore, exactly.
Right.
And I'd like to say, give him a douchebag salute if you don't mind.
He's been sending your roach clips from Davy?
No.
You ought to see what they smoke in Davy, man.
Well, his name's Billy, and he works for J&T Air Conditioning.
Right.
And I'd like to say he's a worm and a douchebag.
Before they smoke it in Davy, it's got to pass through their horse first.
Oh, I see.
Believe me.
Well,
listen, you have a great day.
And I'm glad you're up here, and I don't have to listen to you on tape anymore.
Right.
I can catch you live now.
Well, spread the word for us. Go down to the Dairy Queen there and write some numbers on the wall or something.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
And I'll tell Frank to give you a call.
Do it.
Thank you.
See ya. Lady Lake. Man, can you believe this? I'm just stunned. I'm astonished. I'm just, I don't know whether to scream or read like 45 Bananas or Chiquita. It is so amazing. I know most of you say, we don't care. We're not interested. Well, I am, okay? So just have to humor me for a few days until the novelty wears off, because I like it. I mean, I like it a lot. Being able to reach out, and I understand that WIOD's got a pretty good signal, generally speaking. If okay, fair, kind of weak, mediocre. But now we feel more like the light bulb here on IOD. Now that we're hearing about SUN, they've got a and they're only 10 kilocycles apart from us on the dial. But they have that 10,000 non-directional thing sticking right in the water over there in the bay. And that creates this enormous, they're probably using half of the Atlantic Ocean as their ground system. Or at least the Gulf. So I wouldn't be surprised. When we start getting the calls from France and Amsterdam and all those other places, then we'll know they got a signal, okay? Then you guys over there can start playing Butch Boss. 1221 on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
Expressed in this program are not necessarily those of 610 WIOD or its sponsors.
I know that the Lord even loves Neil Rogers.
From the makers of Trout on the Bottom yogurt comes a tasty new family treat, Fish Newtons. Fish Newtons are just what you'd expect and more. Sweet vanilla pastry outer cookie, delicately housing more of the deep blue's wonders. Browned to perfection and mixed with the sweetest Hawaiian sugar. You'll froth over the assortment of Fish Newton flavors. Rock cod, mahi-mahi, sheep's head. You'll be groping for the grouper as the kids squeal for more eel. Don't forget the Swedish favorite, holy mackerel. And for a limited time, in specially marked boxes of Fish Newtons, if you find a hidden fish hook, you automatically win a Zebco rod reel and tackle box. Hurry today and get the fastest moving taste treats on the cookie aisle. If you can fathom that, Fish Newtons. Coming soon, Flipper Burger to your grocer's meat department.
Crunchy, chewy, some are gooey, everyone is lightly salty. Pop one in your mouth and you'll agree. Your friends will think you're cool. It's cool. Fish Newtons.
Okay, 1226 at WID. When we get our first call from Canandaigua, New York, then I'm going to know we're on the map. Okay, I'll tell you that. Wouldn't that be something if we did? Oh, we're over here on the lake, and it's just bouncing right across the lake on 620. All of a sudden, we at WIOD feel very inferior, like we got some little gerbil back there in a transmitter grinding out about 2 watts or something. Man, are we weak? We're weak, and we're proud of it. Deerfield.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
I've been a listener about 3 years.
Yes.
And this past 3 days, the best.
The greatest 3 days.
So much fun.
These are the greatest 3 days of my life. I'm serious. This is so much damn fun, and
I know.
We needed a little change. That's all. A little variety. I keep telling Orlando that a little variety isn't all bad.
For our correspondent celebrity in Luce.
Yes, sir.
Could you please throw up on him?
Oh, in Luce.
Oh yeah.
Did you say Luce? He's going to get all bent out of shape now.
Get him.
Because he's a nitpicker and a nose picker.
Get him.
What happened to my puking cart, by the way?
Throw it in there.
Don't tell me all of a sudden they're taking my carts out.
Beautiful.
We got him.
Have a great day.
And you too.
Bye.
1227 at WIOD. Was that the first puke on WSUN? Hey, if you heard some of that music they were playing, believe me, there were a few around. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that, even though it's true. We have an open line in Broward in the Center Square at 524. And at BellSouth Mobility line, I want to get something going on there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if Larry Mervis was able to call us from up by Yeehaw Junction on the BellSouth Mobility line, and it sounded real good, by the way, all it was off the air, all you folks who are driving around up in them parts, I'm sure not on the West Coast, they got General Tel over there on the West Coast. That is the worst phone company in history. When I worked in Sarasota, I used to broadcast high school football and baseball and stuff and basketball, and we'd go out to do a ball game, and General Telephone, we'd show up to do the game, and they'd say, oh, guess what? We forgot to put your line in. Little things like that. And we'd have to get like a megaphone and scream real loud. And I remember I did one ball game out of my car on the phone. Seriously, I did a football game out of my car, a high school football game. And it was really great. Hi, Aaliyah.
Neil.
You get a real good perspective looking across the field that way. Yeah.
First thing I want to say, how about them Reds?
What do you mean by that?
Hey, they might have lost a few, but they're still in first place.
Yeah, but you're hanging on by one game, by one skinny little game.
Hey, it only takes one to win.
No, you're right about that, but the Braves, you got to admit, they're kicking some phenomenal ass.
Well, they beat the Reds this week, 3 out of 4 games.
Yeah, and they pounded the crap out of the Giants last night.
Hey, Danny Jackson's not doing so bad.
Yeah, wait till tonight. We'll be swallowing those words, man. I'm telling you, he is an accident waiting to happen. We've gone back into our coma phase. We can't hit the ball out of the infield. Luis Salazar should have quit 2 years ago. We're just really sad. I'm embarrassed for the Cubs. I am. We're pathetic.
Well. Hey, Neil.
But at least we'll make the Mets fans happy. Do you know they had they're averaging like 23,000 a game, and last night I think they had about 18,000, and the Yankees are drawing about 12,000 a game. The New York teams, man, they can't draw flies.
No, even the Jets had to leave New York just to go.
Right.
To get some real
They
people.
could cover the field with manure, and they couldn't draw flies. And quite frankly, if you watch the Mets and Yankees, I think they've already accomplished that.
Yeah. Hey, Neil, I moved down to Miami about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm from Georgia.
Georgia?
Yeah, where all them yahoos are from.
Yeah. Not Aintree.
No. Valdosta.
Oh, well, I know where. That's not bad.
Yeah,
right?
It's a nice place.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place to drive through, like on the way to out of town.
Well, if you blink, you'll miss it.
Right.
And
no, wait a minute. I'm thinking of someplace different. What's on the east coast of Georgia as you're driving up 95?
Savannah.
Savannah. Savannah's nice.
Oh, it stinks.
Like I said, it's a crappy place.
That place stinks. The paper mills are there.
No, I'm not talking about how it smells, but I mean, it just looks like a nice,
Well, it's a nice place to visit. But
right, a nice place to drive through at about 150 in your vet.
Yeah, well, but anyway, today I was reading in the paper about this.
You mean, wait a minute, you mean you're from Valdosta and you can read?
Yeah, man.
Wow. You overcame it.
Yeah.
All right.
But I was reading this thing about discrimination, and it's funny. I'm from Georgia,
right?
But down here they talk about more about discrimination than I've seen in Georgia.
Yeah.
And I have a friend of mine down here, and I can't believe he would be the one he does not. I'm a Hispanic.
Yeah.
I'm Cuban. And
how could you tell?
Well, you're right.
Oh, I know you can tell, but we don't want to go into that. It's too personal.
Yeah, I know.
Well, where were you born?
No, I was originally I was born in South Miami.
Oh, you were born here.
Yeah, but I lived in Georgia.
So then you must be circumcised.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
how did I know that?
No, my father lives in Georgia. My parents are divorced.
Right.
And I lived with him for a while. But
where was your father born? In Cuba?
No, New York.
Oh, in New York.
My mother was born in Cuba.
Well, then he must be circumcised, too.
I guess.
You guess. Okay.
Anyway. But,
I think I threw you off a little bit.
Yeah.
So you were reading something about discrimination.
Yeah, I was reading something about discrimination.
Right.
And my friend down here, he's Jewish.
Yeah.
And the comments he made to me about Hispanics, he just does not like them. Then why the hell does he live in Miami?
Right.
If he doesn't like it. I mean, Hitler treated the Jews better than he treats Hispanics.
So what is his problem? Maybe he needs to move to Luz
He needs to move to damn Georgia, and us rednecks.
He needs to move. He needs to move up to Aintree, and they can chase his ass up in the woods, so to speak.
Yeah, he's a douchebag.
They'll teach him a lesson or two, believe me.
I know.
They'll change his altitude real fast.
I know. Well, Neil, one more thing.
I can't deal with these bigots, sir. I'm telling you, people are people. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know. But
I mean, there's some who are like nice, and some who are crappy, and some in between, and some who are circumcised, and some who haven't checked yet. But people are people, you know.
Yeah, well, I don't think he's a racist or anything like that.
No, he's just a damn bigot, is what he is.
Yeah.
He's just a bigoted little pinhead, is what he is, and needs you to beat the crap out of him.
I'll do it.
All right.
Hey, one last thing before I go.
Yeah.
Dan Marino's God.
Okay.
See you later, Neil.
12:33. This is it's like the League of Nations of radio. You know what I'm saying? I mean, here's a guy. He's from Valdosta, Georgia. He's circumcised. He's got a Jewish friend who's up in the hills in Aintree chasing Ned Beatty around. We got Oka-Humka. Hello?
Neil.
Are you serial?
Hey, how you doing?
Oka-Humka?
Yeah, out in the middle of nowhere.
This is my all-time fantasy as a caller from Oka-Humka. You know why?
Why is that?
Because that's where Rick Riley was really born.
Is that so?
He don't want to admit it. Trust me, in the back of a pickup truck. There he is. He's out
I'm
of
a
control.
long-time listener, first-time caller. I used
Great.
to listen to you all the time when I was in South Florida, and I couldn't believe it when I listened to the radio this morning. There you were.
Shocking, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll tell you
Now,
what.
let me ask you, Oka-Humka is where?
It's just about 30 miles south of Ocala.
Oh, it's up by horse country again there.
Yes, sir.
That's where all the guys get real friendly with their haas. Right? And their sheep.
Yeah,
and anything else that moves. And maybe even some of the palm trees.
This is true.
Right.
This is true. Listen, Neil,
So how does WSUN come in up there?
Great. Loud and clear.
Oh,
Loud and clear. I just couldn't believe it. I think it's great.
It is great.
Listen, Neil, I just want to say hello and good luck to you, and I want to call two people a douchebag if I can.
All right.
Wayne at Jefferson National Bank on North Miami Beach, and Frank at JD's Pizzeria. Neil,
All right.
hang in there.
Have a great day.
Thank you now.
Bye-bye. Oka-Humka, man! Are we doing it? Or what? Don't forget Rick and Suds this afternoon. Voice coach Dr. Morton Cooper. Maybe he can help Rick get that snot out of his nose. Because Rick always has that real nasal sound. Sounds like he's plugged up, and his nose too. Dr. Morton Cooper, the voice guy, and the top 10 tabloid trash headlines, and the Wheel of Meat. And man, you people who are like new listeners now, when you hear Rick Riley pound that meat on this table, you are just going to freak out. They're going to go crazy at the Dairy Queen, man. 12:35 on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
Tonight at 6, it's Sports Talk 610, South Florida's most listened to sports show, followed by Goldberg at Night with Hank Goldberg.
WIOD. Hi, this is G. Gordon Liddy, and they don't come any worse than Neil Rogers.
There comes a time in a young woman's life when she has to ask questions.
Mom, I have to ask you a personal question. Do you douche?
Sure I do. I use vinegar and water.
Why vinegar and water?
Because, silly, I'm Italian.
Hidden Valley douche. In Italian, French, ranch, or new chunky blue cheese.
20 till 1 at WIOD. Whoever was on the bat line, on the star line in Pembroke, well, it was only Pembroke Pines dropped off. Star IOD if you have BellSouth Mobility, and the farther away you are, the more we like it. Here's the Jersey Butcher.
Hey, Gypsy, what are you doing there?
What is it?
Romy, get the hell out of here. Jesus. Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, homeboy.
Calm down, pal.
Homeboy, how you doing, big guy?
You better calm down or that guy from Loose is going to come after your ass. I'll tell you that right now.
I love you too, homeboy, I swear.
Yeah.
You know, since I've been calling you homeboy,
yeah.
You see that damn Budweiser commercial? Huh?
Yeah.
When I see that old lady looking at that damn mirror, that got to be Neil. I love you too. So what's up, big guy?
Heavy duty medication.
I'm over here with the boss. I got my five German shepherds with me.
Yeah.
They're making me crazy.
I think you must have been one of the doctors who was in my room in the hospital while I was having my surgery.
I love you too. So what's up, big guy?
We're doing it. We're spreading out, Butcher.
I heard you were in the hospital.
Yeah.
They cut it all off?
Let's get to the current, to the present, okay? You're way behind, okay? We're spreading out. We're branching out.
You're kidding me.
You're talking to people from coast to coast.
No.
From Sebring to Sebastian, from Immokalee to Insanity.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
I heard you before, that damn, this Governor Childs.
Yeah.
He should be on a damn gong show. In politics.
Well, listen, have a great life. Don't ever put him on again. He's just out of control. Since they put Gotti in jail, he's never going to be the same. We got an open line in Dade, 751, and the star. What's going on with that star line, George? What the hell is that all about? See, I think what it is we scared away all the people who are, close which is good, because most of them we don't want to talk to anyway. Star IOD if you have BellSouth Mobility, and if you're like driving around like far away, like say like Plantation. Fort Lauderdale. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good. Did you receive that Cubs car I sent you?
Yes, I did. Little Cubs car, and quite frankly, they ought to put Danny Jackson in it and let him drive away in it. And Luis Salazar in the trunk.
Well, I just wanted to make sure you received it okay.
Well, I appreciate it.
And it's the first time I've called it, Niels. Most of the time I enjoy your program.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
See ya. Okay. Boy, are we just under a lot of pressure. 2 open lines are both in Broward, 524-WIOD. Somebody just dropped off in Dade, 751. I think the bloom is wearing off the rose, you know what I'm saying? Let's do a Homestead.
Oh, Homestead, that's me.
That's you.
I'm a new caller here, Neil, and, first-time caller, and I've just started listening to your show now. I think it's very entertaining.
It sure is.
I think what's most entertaining, though, is when you get people like that guy from Luce.
He's my favorite. He's my buddy.
You're so good when you're adversarial, when you've got somebody that's, from one of those Yahoo places. Well, like Homestead, I guess.
Yeah, kind of like Homestead.
We're Yahoos in training down here.
Yeah.
Well, I really just wanted to say I enjoy your show, and I'm sick of FM, and I'm a musician, and I just got tired of it, so I wanted to switch over and give
Sir, let me just say this to you. FM in this market is like ear cancer, okay?
Well, it's redundant, it's boring, it's all superfluous trash. Everybody says the same thing, they talk the same way.
Right. It's about as entertaining as watching paint dry at the Wholesome Bakery, okay? I'm telling you.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to say I appreciate it, and good luck with it. I hope you get all over the country.
We are spreading, we are branching out like an out-of-control virus, sir. I'm telling you, we're branching out.
Yeah, well, I hope you go all over the country. Then all the Yahoos all over the country can hear what us people from Dario County think.
All right.
All right, Bob.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye. 1243 at WIOD. 2 open lines are both in Dade. 75. See, now that's awkward. I don't know what to say about those lines. They're like, wherever you are, okay? Oh, I don't... Can I ask a question? That's a really dumb question. The calls, obviously, that are coming in on the 800 number, they already know that number. I haven't given that number out once, because I'm so stupid. How can I be that stupid? And yet, in spite of that, we've had all these calls from all over everywhere. I never gave that 800 number out once. Now, can you imagine if I would have given it out? Okay? We could have blocked out a lot of these some of these great local friends of ours. Here's a mobile in Davie.
Yeah, how you doing today?
Pretty good.
We're right in the middle of a hell of a rainstorm.
Not again.
And Davie.
Again? It's getting a little old, isn't it?
Yeah, sure is.
Boy, getting ponderous.
Listen, I got the way to put you right over the top.
Okay.
Start talking about having gambling down here.
Yeah.
And all those Bible...
I've only been doing that for 10 years.
But, no, I'm saying all those Bible belters that can hear you now will really love you.
Yeah, especially the governor up there. Mr. Thump. Thump this, governor, you idiot, you Neanderthal bumpkin, you.
Prozac himself.
Yeah.
Have a good day, Neil.
You know, the problem is, though, lately he's been having a problem because every time he stands up, some of those pills fall out. Have a great day.
Goodbye.
See ya. 1245 at WIOD, an open line in Broward in the center square. Rick and Suds this afternoon. And for those of our yokel people who are lucky enough to get sports talk, Jim and Joe. Live coverage of the NBA draft from Miami Arena tonight. Hank tonight, live coverage of the draft again. So we are covering that draft like with a gigantic electric blanket. Boca. ACOB? ACOB?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Neil.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd like to know where Rush Limbaugh gets off when he says there's no such thing as an ozone hole.
I got news for you. If he could ever waddle up off of that chair, you'd find where it is, I'll guarantee you.
Yeah, I was up in Sebastian. I was on the beach for like only an hour.
Yeah.
And now I'm like red and swollen.
Right. Like Rush.
Yeah.
Did you ever see him? He used to weigh about 85 pounds. He went on the beach one day and he's just swole up like a gigantic bullfrog, man. He weighs about 600 now.
Yeah. Hey, I want to call the son of Hitler an industrial strength douchebag.
Okay.
All right.
See ya.
Thank you.
Amazing, isn't it? Just amazing. All those people that have been exposed to Bush Bing Bang once, they start doing all kinds of lines about Hitler. I wonder why. 1246 at News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
This is Loaded to Spell with Don
Darnell. I'll be Darnell Jackson, and today we're going to spell the word mustache. Spell it with me now. Mustache. M-U-S-T-A-S-H-E. Now, let's use it in a sentence. When the police broke down my door, I sure was glad I got rid of mustache. This is learning to spell with Darnell. I'll be Darnell Jackson.
1251 at WIOD. We have an open line in Dade, 751-9463. That out-of-town line, I haven't given that number once today. It's 1-800-944-9463. 1-800-944-WIOD. They must have a better memory than I do. Fort Lauderdale.
Hello, Neil.
Uh-huh.
How are you?
Okay.
I was wondering if you could give me some good hints for hemorrhoids.
How about a licorice enema might be good? Here's a lady in Bassinger. Hello?
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to say hi to my sister in Venice.
Well, how about saying hello to me first?
Okay.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Hey, Neil.
Wouldn't that be a little more sociable?
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
She's been calling me, though, for the last 2 days, laughing at y'all.
Well, that's great. We love it.
You're not going to ask me where I'm at?
It says Bassinger.
That's right,
What
on the
is-
Kissimmee River.
On the Kissimmee River, near what?
Well, we're east of Sebring and north of Okeechobee.
Oh, man. Talk about between a crock and a hard place. You're just like jammed right in there, aren't you?
Yeah,
All right.
but I wouldn't live down in the sardine camp again for nothing.
No, I don't blame you.
Where y'all are at.
No, we wouldn't either. In fact, once we get this perfected, we're going to, move to Vegas and do the show on the satellite.
Hey, how about that?
That sounds good to me.
Hey, also, I got to say hi to my mom and dad down in Clewiston. I know they're probably driving on their way home.
All right.
From Davie.
Well, y'all have a good day now.
Y'all too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Y'all come back. You hear? 1252. That was not the Darnell that I wanted to hear, by the way. I think it was this one. Here we go.
This is Learning to Spell with Darnell. I'll be Darnell Jackson, and today we're going to spell the word benign. Spell it with me now. Benign. B-E-N-I-G-N. Now, let's use it in a sentence. In arithmetic, 4 plus 5, benign. This is Learning to Spell with Darnell. I'll be Darnell Jackson.
And who said this wasn't an educational show, okay? 1253 at WIOD. West Palm on the Star Line.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I didn't know, little spy report. You know who called Dick and Scud the other day, but a certain Mr. Hill. Did you know that?
You are so far behind the times, sir. Not only did I hear it, we talked to him yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, it's ancient history.
Yeah.
Also, I have news for you.
Boy.
Abraham Lincoln was shot.
Yeah, that's right about the same league. Have a great day.
Bye.
Oh, well, he's in West Palm. What do you expect? He's way the hell behind, man. He's like waiting for George Washington to pull his teeth out of the glass. Because if you leave those wooden teeth in a glass too long, man, especially at the early bird. We have an open line on the Star Line. It's ringing as we speak, and we hope it's from real far away, like beyond Palm Beach. We pray, we hope. Open line in Broward, 524. Here's, wait a minute, they're gone. Inglewood.
Neil, hello.
Yes, sir.
This is downtown Inglewood, Florida, better known as Wrinklewood, home of the old folks.
All right.
Civilization's come to the third world. I'm
Great.
so glad
Well,
to hear
listen,
you.
free prune juice enemas for everybody in Inglewood on us this afternoon, sir.
I'll tell you what, as a transplanted Miamian, I used to drive across the alley until you faded out. I thought, is Inglewood ready for Neil? And
Yes,
now they are.
You know, I think our first call on the 800 line on Monday was from Englewood. How do you like that?
Is that right?
Is that shocking or what?
Well, I think it's just a whole lot of fun to hear you on the radio, and also your compatriots over there, because there isn't a hell of a lot to do over here except watch the grass grow.
Just like here, right.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, it's got some saving graces. I haven't had to put up with any anti-communisto freedom fighters.
Uh-huh. George
English
set up yours, by the way.
spoken,
Yeah.
And I don't have to carry a gun.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you might want to think about it if you head up to Lutz.
The only trouble with it is you got to like old people,
Uh-huh.
because all the youth has fled for your end of the world.
They're fled for the end.
Yes, sir.
Well, who can blame them? That's where it's at, is the end.
No. But, Neil, I'm so glad that they put you on a satellite over here, and I wish you 1,000 pounds of luck with this market, because we sure need you.
We're kicking some ass, sir. In just 3 days, we've revolutionized this entire state.
I'm going to tell you what, I think that the car radio is going to jump back to AM. I don't know why they've got you on at night, though. It's a whole lot more fun listening to you in person.
Well, it's a replay. It fills up 4 hours, and the price is right. It's cheap.
Yeah, but the yo-yo that they got on during this time period is nothing to write home about.
What do you mean by that?
You got the replay at night.
Yeah.
Are you also on live at this time?
Well, where are you listening to me at?
Over my telephone. I'm in the shop. We don't have any.
No, we're live right now over there. We're on from 10 to 2 and 6 to 10.
Oh, they give you a double whammy.
Right.
Oh, I
2
thought
for
it
the
was
price
only
of
the
un.
I got you on the way home is how I found out about
Well,
it.
you can get us on the way in and on the way home and on the way out. How do you like that?
I think it's just dandy.
All right.
Neil, have a nice life and a great day.
And you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Boy, a little confused there. He's okay. We can rip him because he's not listening. Here's a lady in Atlanta. Yeah, lady in Atlanta. Bitch. Who the hell are you kidding, okay, honey? A lady in Atlanta. Probably a lady in Aintree, okay? Who's rolling around in the woods with Ned Beatty's cousin. We have an open line in Dade, 751-9463. Now, see, I shouldn't be saying that. I'm confused as how to deal with this thing because we've done a little subterfuge on the phone lines to wheedle in some more of the trunks on the 800 thing there, which has worked magnificently well, and I guess if I would have just kept my mouth shut, it would have continued working fine. Hi, Aaliyah.
Neil.
Yes.
Got a question for you.
Okay.
Firstly, got to say that I'm not, I can understand anybody's political feelings. I really don't care one way or the other, but I'm riding down 441 the other day, and I passed Royal Castle.
Yes.
Okay, and there's...
Don't start laying Sheriff Nick crap at my door, okay? I can't be responsible for Wayne Arnold's right-wing, I love Sheriff Nick crap.
I couldn't believe it. There's your name and picture.
And I
up there,
I still insist that he gets my picture and my name a lot farther away from that crap about Sheriff Nick and his lovely, wonderful wife.
So now he has Nazi burgers?
He has Gestapo burgers.
I couldn't. That's amazing. Does he really feel that way, or is he doing that just for publicity?
He is a Sheriff Nick loving, police gun toting loving, right wing. That's just him, you know. I've been telling him for years, Wayne, you make great food. We love your food, but keep your politics to yourself because it makes most of us puke.
Well,
it makes the white hots come from the bowels of my existence and popping out of my brains again.
I tossed my cookies and trucked right on by.
That's right.
How did you enjoy the Shana Alexander book?
I'm still reading it.
Oh, it couldn't have been that good.
No, it was that I started about 3 books at the same time, and that was one of them. No, actually, I think it is very good. What was the name of it? Nutcracker or...
Something like that.
Something
Somebody's
like
cracking.
That. Crack this, yeah. No, I think it's pretty good.
All right.
I'm saving it for my next plane trip, like to Lutz.
Well, next time you have the Nazi burgers delivered, let us know.
It has like a cute little insignia on it, by the way. You ought to see the way... on the Neely burger, you ought to see the little insignia they make with the bacon strips.
You mean there's this... When
have
you
a
open
great
it up,
day.
There's a mayonnaise swastika?
See ya.
Bye.
I just forgot to see. They don't want to listen. I said you ought to see the cute little design they make with the bacon strips. You can envision that, can't you? Sure. That's why they call it hotel cut, as in cut the crap. Open line in Dade County, 751-9463, Fort Lauderdale. Hello. Hello once. See, there's nobody on this line, but you know the good part of it is we needed a dead line to feel like, because if somebody would have been on there, it would have been really gross. Because we don't have time to do justice, as they say in Atlanta. So we wouldn't have had time to talk to you anyway, so thanks so very much for having the kindness and decency to hang up. And get out of our face, you idiot. Anyway, we'll come back for one more hour from 1:05 to 2, and then, of course, they carry it again on SUN from 6 to 10 at night because it fills up a lot of free hours and because it's so damn good, and also because it pisses off a lot of people in Lutz who just can't believe it's coming back at you again. Don't forget, Rick and Suds at 2, and they've been working out all week, and now that they are getting over their initial nervousness and psychosis, rumor has it they're going to really do a good show today. And we've been waiting for that for a long time. Guest will be voice coach Dr. Morton Cooper. The top 10 tabloid trash headlines and the world-famous Wheel of Meat pops into your radio for the first time on the West Coast.
South Florida's news, traffic, and weather station. News Talk Radio 610 WIOD. Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and the Palm Beaches. Talk Radio 610 WIOD presents the Neil Rogers Show. To get in touch and talk with Neil, dial 751 WIOD from Dade. In Broward, it's 524 WIOD. outside the 305 area code. Toll free 1-800-944-WIOD. And BellSouth Mobility customers make a free call by dialing star IOD. The opinions expressed by the guests, host, or callers are not necessarily those of this station. Now, here's Neil Rogers on News Talk Radio, 610 WIOD.
Oh, boy, it's the 1 to 2 hour.
He's an actor who hasn't done anything good since Patton, and a priest who was stereotyped 17 years ago and hasn't worked since. No New Creative Ideas Productions presents Excrement 3. Sea Devil Sings. Starring George C. Scott, some guy whose name we can't remember, and Roseanne Barr as Beelzebub. Excrement 3. And you thought Linda Blair was frightening. Now taking a dump near you. This movie is unrated because no one stayed past the opening credits.
107 at WIOD. We're sorry we're back a little bit late, folks, but Mitch Grant, who is the twerp, the I can't tell the time asshole over at Metro Traffic, went like a minute and 15 seconds on what was supposed to be a 30-second traffic thing in the middle of our news. And Lisa Campbell would like to send him a message that if he ever does it again, she's going to come over there, wherever the hell, whatever room closet they're doing the traffic reports out of, and beat the living crap out of him is what she said, and she could do it, believe me. Okay, Mitch, you idiot, you sleazebag, you time-consuming derelict, you. Starline's open at Star IOD. Miramar.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Great.
What's the address to Pizza Loft tonight?
What's the address?
I've never been there.
69th and Flagler, just east of the Palmetto.
How would you get there from Hollywood?
Oh, you can't get there from Hollywood.
No.
You know how to get onto Palmetto?
Yeah.
You go down to the Flagler Street exit, you make a left and go east about like 5-6 blocks, and it's upstairs 69th Street and Flagler.
What do you recommend I eat over there?
Whatever you like.
Really?
It's great. Sensational. Just yank on Jeff's ponytail a couple of times. They'll give you something real good.
Fat Rich is going to be there?
Yeah.
Great.
We'll all be there, sir.
All right, I'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.
Emotional. 108 at WIOD. We have an open line in Broward, 524 WIOD. Sebring on the Star Line.
Hi, how are you, Neil?
I can't believe it.
Well, buddy, what's going on?
I told you all this would work, didn't I?
Yeah.
Incredible.
You still got me?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, we got you, sir. We had you. It was good. It was great. We had him. From Sebring on us. He must have thought he was paying for it, boy. He got off of there faster, and you can say slimeball. See, you people got to understand that as another, not only do we pay for the 800 line because the sister's got $5 billion and want to slap you in the face with it, especially if you're like working for J-Corp Broadcasting. They want to like slap you around with it. But also the Star Line for BellSouth Mobility, you don't pay a thing, okay? How do you like that? How do you like them taters, man? Miami. Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Neil, first-time caller from Tampa.
You're from Tampa?
Yes.
How come it says Miami on here, George, you sleazebag? This nice lady's in Tampa, and when I said Miami, there was like this long pause like she had no idea what I was talking about, and I can't blame you, ma'am.
Welcome to Tampa. We need you here, Neil.
I am so pleased to be had in Tampa, you have no idea.
Well, you make the rest of these guys look like a joke, okay?
Because they are. They are a joke.
Entertaining.
They're a bunch of like immature little prepubescent assholes is what they... Oh, I'm sorry.
Thanks for bringing it to Tampa. We love you.
Great. Well, listen, I'll see you at Steak and Shake, okay?
Absolutely. I'll be there.
On Fowler Avenue.
I know exactly where it is.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Boy, are they nice or what? See, most of the people, like I would say 99, %. Getting choked up and emotional, she was so nice. 99% of the people over there are real nice. As opposed to over here, where like about 30% of the people are just flaming assholes. And speaking of that...
How you doing, Neil?
What do you want? Happy birthday, Jeff.
Thank you very much.
Is that what you wanted?
Oh, yeah. Still in bed on my birthday.
You are so chronic. You're what?
Still in bed on my birthday.
No wonder I'm choking. I must have known this was coming.
Already had breakfast and lunch in bed.
Well, that's sweet.
Now I'm going to have to roll out and get ready to get down to work to meet.
Yeah, you better get with it, okay? Stop hanging around there just because it's your birthday. Stop all your self-aggrandizement.
Yeah. By the way, it's 69th Avenue, not 69th Street.
Oh, whatever it is. I mean, when you get on Flagler Street, the numbers speak for themselves, okay? Don't start calling in here correcting me, okay?
No, I was just calling to say hello, tell you we're getting ready.
And I'll send Johnny Dark as a substitute if you don't cut the crap.
Uh-huh. Looking forward to having you tonight.
Yeah.
And I wanted to tell Angela and Lonnie to make sure they stay in line for the rest of the day.
What does that mean?
I don't want any problems.
What does that mean?
It's just a little inside job.
Oh, an inside job, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling? Good?
I feel pretty good.
Great.
A little better every day. Well, I'm sounding great because we actually now have like something new and exciting going on, and it was long desperately needed here.
Yeah, I'm surprised that it wasn't thought of much sooner. It's like a whole nother ball game.
It was thought of a long time ago, but, the wheels of progress here move very slowly.
Uh-huh.
Very slowly, like creepy.
Okay.
Well, we'll be seeing you tonight, Jeff.
All right, be careful on your drive over.
What does that mean?
It's a little wet out, the roads.
Jeff?
Yeah?
We'll see you tonight.
Okay.
Bye. Pain in the ass. It's 12 minutes after 1 on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
Catch the latest news, traffic, and weather info each morning with Mike Ranieri and the Morning Information Team just before the Neil Rogers Show.
WIOD.
Some more pancakes, Billy? Yes, Mom. But we need more syrup. Well, what kind of syrup do you want? Barla maple syrup, Bob.
Yes, it's the new pancake syrup in the bottle shaped like America's #1 tabloid slut. New Marla maple syrup. What Donald Trump pumps on his pancakes.
117 at WIOD. Here's a lady in West Palm Beach.
Yes, Neil.
Yes.
I am from West Palm. My name's Ruthie Cone.
Yes, Ruthie.
Now listen, darling, we are not deadbeats here. I am 60 years old.
Yes.
Okay, sweetheart, and
Yes.
I am pregnant.
Oi.
Now listen.
Yes.
I ride a
The dog done it.
Davidson motorcycle.
Yes.
And I want to hear what you have to say about that.
What do I have to say about it?
Yes, sweetheart.
Ride this, Ruthie. 117 at WIOD. Just hysterical, man. Hysterical. We have an open line in Broward, 524 WIOD. Probably dropped her breakfast banana this morning. Here's Niceville on the Star Line. Niceville? Oh, they're listening to the delay. They're listening off their car radio. And all of a sudden they're going to come like blasting on here. Hello? Trust me. I don't think they're even listening to the right station, are they? Hello? Up yours. 118 at WIOD, the Star Line's over. See, I should have just left the Star Line alone. Leave well enough alone. Everything else is going great. Leave the Star Line alone. Let's not encourage all these yahoos. They can't handle it. They can't drive and chew gum and spit it out at the same time. They can't do it. Hollywood.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Neil, what's up?
How you doing?
First-time caller.
All right.
I just wanted to tell you that you have to be more selective in your calls. Well, you don't have to, but warn George about Bellevue.
About Bellevue?
There's a little town called Bellevue.
We haven't had any calls from Bellevue yet.
Neil, I was stuck there for 5 years of my life. It's almost as bad as New Jersey, if you can believe it.
Well, Bellevue what? Long Island?
Bellevue, Florida.
Where the hell is that?
It's right outside of Ocala. Or Wearsdale. Or Ocklawaha. There's all these little towns, and they'll make you want to kill yourself. I'm telling you. I'm serious.
Is that like El Jobeen?
It's worse than New Jersey, Neil.
No, that's impossible.
Well, that's true.
You're getting a little carried away, sir. You're getting just a little bit carried away.
Well, can I just call somebody a douchebag?
Of course.
Neil?
Yes.
The whole state of New Jersey, you're all douchebags.
Okay.
Bye.
See you in Trenton. 119 at WIOD. There's a guy probably left the airport at Newark and inhaled. Bad mistake, pal. Two open lines. They're both in Broward. We seem to be going through like a change of life this hour. Bizarre. 524-9463. 524-WIOD. And here's, now what is that? Sebring on the Star Line again? Hello?
Hey, Neil, I didn't know it was a free phone.
Well, now you're back, huh? What a freeloader, man.
Hey, Neil, we're on our way to Miami.
Yep.
How's the weather?
The weather sucks today, sir. It's raining, it's windy, it's crap. I'd turn around and go back.
All right, we're going to come down and do some hunting.
All right.
All right, we'll call you when we get to town.
Okay. Maniac. 20 after 1 at WIOD. We have an open line on the Star Line. That was a connection from hell, okay, and a comedian from hell. 120 on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
The opinions expressed in this program are not necessarily those of 610 WIOD or its sponsors.
Oh, my God, the day is lost. The day is lost. It is all over. Oh, I knew it.
Jesse, Buddy, Senator Helms, you fuddy-duddy. May I be so rude? Get a clue, dude. Only nude statue you'd put pants and kill the federal art grants. If given half a chance, you'd surely outlaw dance.
Got it, baby.
You wanna pass those goofy laws? No more 900 hot date calls. Back under your rock, we wish that you would crawl. Ooh, Jesse, you have got a lot of gall.
So anyway, 126 at WIOD. We have an open line in Broward, 524 WIOD. Miami. Hello. Hello once. Hello twice. Adios and up yours. Plantation, hello. What's going on with these phones? Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good. My nephew was asking me a question this morning. I couldn't answer. I was hoping you could help me out.
Yes, sir.
Okay. He said a friend of his friend's father got a fishing license. And he said, what is the purpose of the fishing license? What is the purpose of the fishing license?
What is the purpose of it?
Yeah, I don't know what it's for.
What is the purpose of a driver's license? What is the purpose of the license to cross the street? Right?
Well,
it's another fascist government intrusion into your life is what it is. That's what you should tell them.
So it's just...
it's the government's way of giving you permission to put those live crabs and worms and living things on the end of a real sharp hook and then stick them in the mouth of a living creature and inflict as much pain on it as possible. That's what it is.
So it really serves no purpose.
No, it's legalized murder is what it is.
I see.
Okay?
Thanks, Neil.
Okay, I'm glad you got a good answer for him. 127 at WIOD, an open line in Broward, 524. Miami.
Neil.
Buenos dias.
Hi, this is Dave in Miami.
Yes, Dave?
Listen, I'm a virgin caller.
Really?
I just started listening to you at work.
Yeah.
I'm originally from Lakeland.
You sound like a virgin caller, Dave.
Thanks a lot.
You really do.
I'm originally from Lakeland. I got some friends over there at Florida.
Well, that explains a lot, though, doesn't it?
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Listen, I got my experience for driving and learning how not to get killed here in Miami by the freaks and stuff who get so angry, you know. And in Lakeland, I was still in Lakeland when I got this experience. I was sitting at a red light next to a big, huge Plymouth, and I look over and I see a nice little old lady. I look over and wave at her, and immediately she didn't want to look. She was just afraid. Mm-hmm. There was, a couple of my friends in the car. I just wave at her. The next thing I know, check this out. Next thing I know, we're driving along. I honk my horn at her. I want to wave at her again. I'm just being kind of silly, whatever. She pulls a gun on me and rolls her window down. Mm-hmm. So I learned not to mess with people.
Don't mess with those friendly folks in Lakeland, sir, okay?
I'm telling you, the only thing I learned over there...
She's probably from Auburndale.
Right, not to screw with people, and that cow tipping is the only thing they know how to do over there.
You bet.
Listen, can I call someone a douchebag?
And shooting people like you, Dave. That's the other thing they know how to do.
Right. Can I call someone a douchebag?
Yes, Dave.
I want to call my boss, Michael, a clown-pushing, cold, wet douchebag.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Neil. Have a good day.
And we'll see you.
Later.
Bye-bye. 129 at WIOD. The out-of-town line is on... I don't know how to do this. See, I'm confused. Well, just whatever it is. Here's a lady in Hollywood. Hello.
Hi, Neil. You make my day.
Well, that's great.
Listen, did you read the story of Joseph Bonanno? He called himself Joe Bananas.
Joe Bananas, right. He and Chiquita had a little thing going.
Yeah, right.
Real little, yeah.
I'm sure you read the book, but you know what happened? I can't find the book down here in the bookshop. I have to have the name of the book and the author. I thought he wrote it himself.
I haven't got any idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's called Peel This.
Yeah. What
by
do you
Joe
think of the
Bananas.
Joe Banana book?
What?
I mean, what do you think of the John Gotti book that just came out?
I haven't read it yet, okay?
Yeah.
There are more things in my life besides mafiosi. Not too much, though. That's mainly where it's at.
Well, I'm physically disabled, so I'm catching up on all my back reading.
Well, that's great.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we'll find the name of that for you, okay?
Thank you so much.
We'll send the peel over.
Thanks.
Don't
Bye.
slip on it. Okay. 129 at WIOD. We have an open line. Maybe she already did. In Broward, 524-9463. You watch the news, you see the thing with the John Gotti verdict, and all these people are trying to push the car over, and they're screaming, and they're carrying on, and they're throwing bricks. It's just the American way, you know? It's just the way I think that Mayor Daley was right. That's just the way we do things here now, okay? Like after the Bulls won a championship. If we get upset about something, if we're happy about something, we just go out, we start carrying on, man. We just go nuts. We're out of control. Speaking of out of control, Tarpon Springs.
You sound like the kind of idiot
Yes,
that would walk through fresh poured concrete.
that's right.
Just remember, there's no need to fear. The KKK will soon be there.
Can I say something to you, sir? When in doubt, pour it out. In other words, stand up. We have an open line in Dade. It's amazing that Opie over there at FLA keeps putting up all these setup calls here from over. That's not going to do it, Opie. That won't get the job done. We'll be back tomorrow and next week and a week after that. And then we'll be around in August when J. Core goes into chapter like every chapter that's ever been invented. Not going to work, Opie, okay? We be back, baby. We're coming back. Plantation.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Apologize for not calling. I've been running around like a madman the last couple of days.
What do you mean you apologize for not calling?
Because there's something I got to express.
What does that mean? You apologize for not calling? Like we've had some kind of shortage of calls?
That's just it. I mean, everyone's been busy as hell.
Yeah.
You're expanding out. I've been running around like a madman. Listen, very quickly, did you see last Sunday's Sun Sentinel?
Yes. See what I mean? 131 at WIOD. Let's do Fort Lauderdale on the Star Line. Hello.
Neil.
Yeah.
Listen, I got my cousin down here from Philadelphia.
Yep.
And he wants to know about hockey. Eric, he can't find this out. This Eric Lindros, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Who picked him up? The Rangers?
They haven't decided yet. They haven't decided because Quebec. You want to listen to me, sir?
Okay.
Do you want to listen for just a moment?
Yes, sir.
The Quebec Nordiques rhymes with geeks.
Yeah.
Because they're a bunch of imbeciles, they traded him to the Philadelphia Flyers. However, after they consummated that trade, if I can say that, the New York Rangers made him a better deal. So then they turned around and they traded him to the Rangers, and it's in the hands of the league, okay, to see whose is what and which parts they get and where they put them, etc. It's a bunch of crap.
Okay.
Just exactly what you'd expect from a bunch of French Canadians.
I see, said the blind man.
Right. The one thing I do know is that the Leafs ain't getting them, okay? That I know.
Okay. Can I ask one favor of you?
Yeah.
Can you play what the heck do I want to do here?
What the heck?
Freeway and Spigot.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Sure.
Thanks a lot, Neil.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Starline's open, Star IOD. It's 1:33 on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
Catch the latest news, traffic, and weather info each morning with Mike Ranieri and the Morning Information Team just before the Neil Rogers Show.
WIOD. It's a lie. I am not a Nazi.
Turnabout. That house doubt. Listen.
Chances are. Hi. Hello. Water's warm, huh? I'll say. You come here often? Pardon me? Have you been here before? No, first time. Oh. What's your name? Freeway. Freeway, that's nice. I'm Spigot. Pleased to meet you, Spigot. Same here. You here to get clean or what? Oh, I don't know. You work around here?
I'm a waiter, but actually I'm an actor, you know.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's tough, isn't it? You probably need to relax.
Oh, I'll say, but, you know, with everything that's in the news and all, it's just...
Hey,
tough.
you can start relaxing right now, Freeway. I brought something.
Ooh,
sheath. And Freeway, not just any sheath either. Look.
Wow, gold lame.
Pretty kicky condom, huh? But here's the most important part, Freeway. The Protect label.
Protect, huh? Aren't those endorsed
by the City Council of San Francisco? Absolutely. You know the Protect slogan, don't you?
I sure do.
Certified safe by the city by the bay. Well, what do you say?
Darn, look at that. I dropped the soap again.
Oh.
I'll get it.
You bet your life he will. And with confidence, because Freeway and Spigot have condom sense. Don't let worry spoil those chance meetings and public showers. Always carry Protect.
Protect. Keep my mind free as can be. Protect. Been down with no apology.
Don't doubt. Know what it's all about. The Protect sheath, so they won't send you a wreath. Protect Condoms, a division of Black Flag House and Garden Pest Control Division, keeping situations safe since 1887.
Okay, 139. Rick Riley was just in here, and you won't believe what he said. That's it. Maniac. Just a total maniac. Just barging around here like he owns the damn place. I got news for you. Anybody that puts that Moonscope guy on statewide needs mental help immediately. Here's a lady in Kendall.
Hello?
Hi.
I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
I had a Lady Di commemorative coin.
You had what?
It was a coin, you know, the commemorative coins that came out when Lady Diana...
Oh, who gives a crap about her?
Well, I don't care personally.
All that constipated royal family over there that the British can't grow up and get over, you mean? Yeah.
Well, I don't think they're that bad.
Oh, they're ridiculous. They're like a bunch of overgrown school kids with the queen and the prince and the princess. That's like in a fairy tale, okay? They got to come into the real world.
Well, you know,
people
the
are
coins
starving over there, and they're worrying that Princess Diana's depressed.
I know.
Well, if you were married to a geek like that, you'd be depressed, too.
Well, I don't want to discuss them.
He's got ears like Dumbo.
I want to discuss the coin that I sold.
Well, what do I know about it?
Well, you don't know about it.
I know nothing about it. What do I know about coins?
I guess you can't answer my question then.
Well, I'm awfully sorry. Are you upset?
No.
Well, that's good. I'm not either.
Oh.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye. Dumb bitch. 141 at WI. Well, isn't that ridiculous she's going on? What does this show have to do with her Princess Di coin, okay? God, if you wouldn't have stood up, maybe you wouldn't have lost it. We have an open line in Dade, 751. Well, what a... Jeez, I mean, people are right in the middle of this show, and she's calling, asking, like, is the numismatist there, the coin man? I have this old Indian head thing that I've been rubbing for hours here. Here's Miami. Hello? Hello? I'm telling you, George, this bunch this hour, I wouldn't wish on Heinrich Himmler. Sarasota.
Neil.
These people are incredible, and they're picking on you folks, sir.
Hello, Neil.
How do you like that woman with her Princess Di coin? Isn't she hot? Man.
If I believed in him, I would thank God that I heard your voice again on the radio.
Really?
Yeah. I've been up here since October 91.
Wow.
I've had withdrawal symptoms ever since.
Even Ted Bundy never had a sentence like that.
It's a sentence.
Now you know why they call it sorry soda. I was there for a year, man. I'll tell you, I'm sorry, believe me. The median age is like 100 years past death.
Sorry soda.
Yeah.
That's right. That sorry soda is right.
I will say one thing, though. You know, the one thing I do miss, when I was in Sarasota, they had some damn good restaurants over there, you know. I bet
there are a few.
Really? There was a place that had a German smorgasbord. I can't think of that. It's probably long gone. It was just...
They're Dutchman?
Was that it?
Could have been.
I don't think so. I think it was it the old Heidelberg?
The old
Son
Heidelberg.
would know. Do you remember that German smorgasbord place in Sarasota? Oh, God, that was good. That was what was it? Was the old Heidelberg? Is it still there?
Yeah, old Heidelberg, it's still there.
It's still there. Oh, man, I'd go over there just to eat there with all my good buddies from, like, Lutz and Tarpon Springs. We could just hide under the sheets. They'd never know.
And then leave as soon as you're done with the meal.
Right.
Well, please, I hope this is permanent.
It is forever, sir, believe me.
I surely hope.
All these yahoos from FLA that are calling with all these phony threats. Oh, we're going to the Klan's on the way. You know, they all sound like the same guy, too. You know, they all sound like the guy who works in the programming office over at FLA.
Don't let that station come over here.
No.
No, I hope.
I wouldn't wish that station on Hitler.
They have enough of them over here. If it's not religious, it's...
Same old tired crap, man. The same old pontificating voices, solving all the problems of the world, telling everybody what to think and what to do. Screw them. Right?
Neil, it's a pleasure talking to you.
Well, it's great to hear your voice, and you hang in there, sir. Now that you're in touch with almost reality, you keep your finger on it.
Almost.
Okay.
Thank you,
we'll
sir.
See you.
Bye.
By the way, how come nobody called in today to give us a critique of Batman? You'd think that millions of people, now that all that money is pouring in because people are bored to death, that jillions of people would have seen it by now. I wouldn't see it if they paid me $100 a minute. I would not go see that. The first one was just dark and depressing and dank and had nothing whatsoever to do with it. It had about as much connection with Batman as The Exorcist did. I mean, none whatsoever. Not to mention, of course, that Michael Keaton is just, he's like one step away from Richard Gere, okay? I wouldn't be surprised if they're like rodents in his tights. 144 at WIOD, Hollywood.
Yeah, Neil, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I got to call you and tell you that I enjoy you. I tell you, you're an inspiration to me. You know, you're one that doesn't put up with any...
That Rick is out of control.
Oh, yeah. No,
he's out of control.
I gotta say, you're one that doesn't put up with any crap, and
right.
I gotta admire your instinct, because I tell you, I've been listening to you for years, and you've really touched me with entertainment. I mean, that's what we need. There's so much.
Well, that's our idea. We want to touch everybody while we get the chance.
I tell you, because there's just too much doom and gloom out there. I mean, with this new constitutional law that permits the hate crimes.
Right.
And I got to tell you, if anybody that doesn't appreciate life, they should really get a life.
Exactly.
You know. Well, I'm Todd from Hollywood.
Okay.
And I tell you, all I got to say is you're one of my favorite disc jockeys, and
one of your favorite what?
Yeah, radio.
Oh, Todd, you were doing so great until you said that. You were doing such a magnificent pump job until you said that, and all of a sudden.
I know. I got my tongue caught in my mouth there.
Right. Well, get it unfolded.
Okay.
Have a great day, Todd.
God bless you there, Neil.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That was Todd. 145. At he's a good guy. He's just emotional now. He's just a basket case. He was once in a really important place. You can't remember where it was. Here's a lady in Boca. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I wanted to thank you. I mean, first of all,
you're welcome.
Okay, thanks. But the best thing about this is you made me get out my Florida Atlas and look up your mama and Ozonio.
No, not your mama. It's
Why Mama.
Why Mama?
Yeah. So
don't you remember that Elvis Presley song? Why Mama, why are you sleeping with me? Yeah.
But I learned a little bit more about the state.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're sticking pins in it all over the place today, man. Painful.
Is it painful?
It is.
Well, you've lightened up. It's like drizzling down here or up here in Boca from where you are.
This is fun, though, isn't it?
It's excellent.
It's like we're reaching out and kind of like touching all over the whole state. Like we got this gigantic hand, and we're sticking our magical fingers into everybody's ear all over the state.
You made me think about getting my own map, and every time I hear about a new state, putting a new area, putting a little pin in my own.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, stick a pin in it.
I sure will.
In fact, we should get some new bumper stickers for the whole state. Stick a pin in it for somebody.
Okay, listen, thanks very much.
Have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
147 at WIOD. Stick a pin in it and see if it hurts. Hey, listen, when you look at the state of Florida on the map, you know it's got to be painful. 147 on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
That's 326-0260. Tonight at 6, it's Sports Talk 610, South Florida's most listened to sports show.
News Talk Radio 610. WIOD.
Hi, this is Sonny Fox, and I listen to Neil Rogers because I can hear the word asshole.
It's always Hankelberg and Sonny Hirsch and Josie Gaga.
Larry at WIOD. Now, we got a trend here, which I wasn't even aware we had a trend coming out today. And the people who are new listeners are going to be terminally bored. But you see, when the trends in Tampa come out, we can run those down, too, because what we do on this station is we give the numbers out. And Johnny Dark wants to know how badly the coast did. Well, let's take a look and see how the coast did. 12 plus is all I got. And by the way, they went from a 3.8 to a 4.1. How do you like that? On the coast. Exactly. And WIOD, this is overall from a 3.9 to a 4. So we both went up just a little smidgen, just a little tad. Right, exactly, just that much. Now, I'd be happy to tell you how Ranieri did in the morning, but the only problem is that they left out the first page. Whoever put this together, and look at, here's the first page, but there are no call letters again. The job they do of copying, you see what I'm saying? Here's all the numbers, but there's no call letters. And they did the same thing at night, so we have no idea how Hank did 12 plus. And plus, how come these are coming in here so slowly, man? It's 1:54 already. Midday, from a 5.4 to a 5.5, we're doing it, man. Just behind Lifeless. Oh! Just behind our local Slush FM station with a 5.5 share in midday. And in the afternoon, Rick and Suds from a 3.7 to a 3.9 in the afternoon. Oh! Yeah, we're doing it. So we had a pretty decent trend here. Nothing too spectacular, but we all went up just a little tiny tad, just a little smidgen. We all have within the grasp of our reach. Now, what is that? Another copy of the same thing? Well, let's see it, Johnny. Geez, time is running out, and you're potchking around here. God almighty, are you a sleazebag? Thank you. 6 to 10 a.m. Let's see. Ranieri went from... He's not on that page, is he? Well, that's the wrong page. It's the same crap. And here's this. Look at that. All the copies she made of the first page, he puts it as the second page, and all the call letters are chopped off. Well, we can figure this out. She may not be good, but they're consistent. Whoever you people are at the copying machine today, you people are imbeciles, man. Halcyon. Oh, God. I mean, you talk about stupidity. We got like a corner on it here. We've got more dumb people in one building here than you can shake your thing at. It's just astonishing. Huh? How could what? Who be down? No, you don't understand. This first page is where the second page is in there, and there's no call letters on it. So he probably did just fine, but we don't know. So we'll have to get the original ones and grab them away from, just wrestle Disney to the ground out there in the hallway and grab the original ones away and kick them in the groin, okay? And cut the crap. Jesus. So I guess we did okay. We think. We're not sure. We hope. Now, I'm not putting him on again today, okay? He's got a new play toy, that Ron St. John. Tell him to get a life, okay? Here's a lady in Miami. He's worse than the Moonscope guy. Yeah.
Do you want respect?
What is it?
Do you want respect, or
No.
do you want to suppress?
Do I want what?
Do you want to suppress people?
Suppress what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you drinking? What's in your mouth? God, what a crazy bitch. Coral Springs. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, Neil?
Yes, sir.
I was just talking to my friends, and you see, the cops in Coral Springs, you know?
Pigs.
No. I set my alarm off at one time, and it took 10 minutes for them to get down here.
Yeah.
I think they need to get off of their donut shop and start doing their job.
Well, they're busy making the coffee at the U-Floatum store. Don't you understand that? Haven't you ever seen them changing the filters at the U-Floatum nearby you?
Yeah.
They're busy doing heavy-duty stuff like that.
I mean, they should start working. I mean, what the hell is
Exactly.
wrong
Let's
with
protect
them?
the pubic and cut the crap. Amen. And get out from under those bushes. You're right, sir, and have a great life. Here's, wait a minute. Wrong one. Tampa.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
It's a great day in Tampa.
It certainly is.
I've been telling everybody for years about the great Neil Rogers.
Yes, sir.
Finally, you'll validate my thoughts.
Absolutely, man. We've taken that town by its gigantic, fat, pimply ass.
You're very right, sir. Very right, sir.
We've done it.
Neil, do me one favor.
Yeah.
Kick WFLA's ass into tomorrow.
Sir, we are going to kick WFLA so far off the radio dial that the people at J-Corps are going to be doing like hand sprints. I mean, like all over the place. And Opie over there is going to be like have his head so far up his colon they're not going to ever find him again.
Well, finally we're exposed.
No, they're in a panic already. We've only been on the air 3 days now, and they're in a panic, and they're not letting their people talk about us, and it's like top secret. They are just fibrillating over there. They're going nuts.
The only decent act they got over there is Lionel, and he if he had any
if they ever put his vocal cords back in, you could understand what he was saying.
Neil, we're just happy as hell to have you in Tampa.
Well, spread the word, sir,
A
okay?
good friend of mine told me the good news. It made my day.
All right. And go up into Lutz and kick some ass.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Take care, Neil.
See ya. So what do we got? Now I get 18 to 34. Nobody cares about 18 to 34 because that's not our demographic. However, power, 18 to 34 is a 10.5, and EDR dropped from an 11.3 to a 9.3. It's about time they came back down to earth with those inflated, ridiculous numbers, okay? I mean, EDR is doing just fine, but not like, let's get serious. And she drops from an 8.5 to a 7.3, 18 to 34. So basically, there's nothing, we have nothing that anybody really cares about, except that 12 plus, IOD went up just a little smidgen. And what about, we got about a minute left. How about the light bulb, he asked? Do they, show up this time? And the answer is, or QAM, either one. And the answer is, no. Oh! Look at that. 12 plus overall. The bottom one here is WMBM with a 1.2. I think they're doing Haitian melodies. Aren't they? They're doing patois or something. And midday, let's take a look. We're sitting here with our 5.5. And Bush Bing Bang's on QAM. They still haven't shown up on here. And Mr. Ego also doesn't show up on here in midday. 12 plus this is, which includes all their geriatric old farts. They're under a 1.3 because WCM QAM is the last one listed, tied for 25th with a 1.3. So nice going, WQAM and light bulb. You may not be good, but you're consistent. Well, listen, have a sensational day. Don't forget Pizza Trough tonight, 5 till 10. Going to be great. Bring a lot of money, bring a healthy appetite, bring a bunch of birthday gifts for Jeff Cohen, Ponytail. And Rick and Suds, the guest will be voice coach Dr. Morton Cooper, the top 10 tabloid trash headlines, and the Wheel of Meat slaps the entire state for the first time today.
South Florida's news, traffic, and weather station. News Talk Radio 610 WIOD. Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and the Palm Beaches.